Hello and welcome. If you are new here, I am Tovi from Midnight Tower, and today I'm going to draw the compass rose of the fantasy map of the Oxgate region that I'm currently working on. I am also going to show you two different compass roses from my previous maps and different types of compass roses from some of my favorite fantasy books. I will begin by making a better pencil sketch. I usually only use very loose sketches, but for this compass rose to be even, I need to put in a little bit more work. Using a dip pen and ink is so incredibly different in comparison to digital art, which I'm used to. But I really like the feeling of the paper and the way you need to concentrate 100% on what you're working on. There are no simple shortcuts. For example, if you use digital art, you can draw one side of a sword, make a copy and flip it. Both sides of the sword will be identical and the silhouette of the sword will be perfect. But when I'm drawing by hand, I have to be much more careful, because if I'm sloppy, the illustration will look weird and disproportional. And there is no Ctrl Z button either. This is my previous map of Buckwild, which is located south of Oxgate, so I used the map as a reference to add more hills and low mountains. For this fantasy map, I decided to use a dagger as a compass rose, together with the letter N to indicate the direction of the north. I think this is fitting since the map will be included in our new book, Murder at the Old Wolf Inn, which is a murder mystery adventure for 5e. These are the other two fantasy maps that I have made. For the pirate map, I used a compass rose with a pair of crossed bones, while the other fantasy map has a more traditional compass rose. This is the map of the 6 Duchies in one of the Farseer Trilogy books by Hobb. The map doesn't have a compass rose with a north symbol, but it is still very easy to read. Here is the map of the two rivers in the first of the Wheel of Time books by Robert Jordan. As you can see, the compass rose is very simple, with a slim sword and the letter N. In comparison, this compass rose from Flight from the Dark in the Lone Wolf Adventure Games books, drawn by Gary Chalk, is very elaborate. And it really fits the rest of the fantasy map and its style. Sometimes my cat Sally will sleep in the most ridiculous positions. One thing that I really like about using a dip pen is that you can draw incredibly fine lines, and you can also vary the thickness of the line depending on how hard you press. In a way, it actually sometimes feels like painting because the nib is so sensitive. This is the final result of the fantasy map that I've been drawing on today, and I'm quite happy with how the compass rose turned out. Next week I will probably finish the inking of the map and add a border. Thank you so much for watching, and if you like to talk more about fantasy maps and world building, leave a comment below if you like. Until next time, I hope that you will have a wonderful and creative day.